Something sounds like it's exploding up there.
I don't know what the fuck is going on. I guess as long as we're safe, that's the only thing that fucking matters right now.
You hear it?
Yeah. Thank God we got out when we did, Mom.
Look how dark it is up there.
That's fucking nuts.
I think the fire's too close to us.
Oh, look how black looking.
Shit.
Holy shit.
This isn't good. I need to get out.
What is that? 1 minute of me recording? Holy shit. This is just 1 minute. Oh, you can't even see that car's lights, and it's like right there.
So now this is kind of good, no?
You know, for the most part, I think that we're all pretty much on the same page when it comes to this Maui situation. I think that for the most part, we all believe that there are just one too many coincidences, you know, surrounding this situation. I think that the majority of us think that there is something really strange going down in Maui. But you know, when you're dealing with a situation like this one, there's always a lot of conspiracies and theories floating around online, some of which are true, some of which are fake. And I think everyone should be very careful with what they believe and what information they spread online when it comes to Maui, because I've noticed that every time we're dealing with a situation like this one, every time that we're dealing with a very odd, a very strange situation, every time we dig up these very strange details and facts surrounding a very questionable situation, these conspiracies, if you will, they pop up online. And I can't help but feel like sometimes this is a PSYOP within a PSYOP. Like, we all pretty much believe that the Maui fires were some kind of PSYOP. But you gotta watch out for the PSYOPs within the PSYOPs, okay? But seriously, I believe that when we're dealing with a situation like the one in Maui, I believe that the powers that be, the government, whoever you want to label them, I believe that they're often behind some of the theories and conspiracies that pop up online. Because I think that they want to divert our attention elsewhere, and they also want to discredit us. They want us to look crazy. They want us to look stupid. They want us online sharing and spreading the craziest conspiracies that we can find, instead of focusing on the things that are very obviously true, regardless if they look like they may be a conspiracy or not. Like, for example, I think they want us focused on talking about space lasers and looking for direct energy weapons, so we don't focus on holding the police chief accountable for putting up roadblocks, blocking people from escaping. I think they want us talking about lasers and looking around and sharing videos of what may be lasers, instead of sharing the name of the person responsible for holding back water for 5 hours as this place burned to the ground. Don't get me wrong. Some of these conspiracies and these wild things you see online, sometimes they're true. And I'm not here to necessarily shoot down some of these theories, but I do believe they want us focused on some of this stuff. They want to discredit you. You know, a lot of people looking into a story, once they hear about certain things, they're going to check out, regardless if you know it could be real or it couldn't be real. Direct energy weapons are real. But the fact is, when most people hear, oh, the fires were started by space lasers, they check out immediately. They don't want anything to do with it. It's too deep down the rabbit hole. But when you bring up, oh, look, here's everyone from Lahaina saying that police blocked them from escaping. Here's the people in Lahaina saying that their water was cut off in the middle of them fighting the fire. I'm telling you right now, you have to watch out for these PSYOPs. They want us focusing on things that make us look crazy. They want us focusing on things that we can't prove, so we never focus our energy on the simple things. Like with this situation, we have a police chief, we have, these other officials who are responsible. They're largely responsible for what happened here. And instead of having conversations about that, they want us online talking about blue cars and blue umbrellas, regardless if that information is true or not. But if you've been online lately, chances are you've been seeing this conspiracy floating around that a group of Marines went down to Maui, and they're starting to get into skirmishes. They're getting into firefights with FEMA agents, and they're arresting FEMA agents, and they're arresting police officers for harming these people, for being up to no good. And sadly, a lot of people are believing this stuff. A lot of people are believing that the military's down there fighting off the evil bad guys who are responsible for the Lahaina fires. Oh yeah, a group of good old boys, the Marines, they traveled down to Lahaina to fight off the New World Order. They're fighting FEMA agents. They're arresting people. Oh God. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and roll this clip so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. This is some of the information that people are going crazy about right now. I'm going to roll this. You can go ahead and let me know if you believe it or not in the comments as you watch this clip. But I'll let you know what I think afterwards. Let's go ahead and roll this clip, and then I'll be right back with more.
Breaking news. 36 ex-military elite special force members showed up in Maui to help the people and arrested some of the local police for treason to the country. Wait, is this real? Yes. No, you didn't hear about it in the news, nor will you ever. Do you think it was wildfires? Definitely not. If you do, you're an idiot. There's been enough proof. You've seen enough. It sucks that I only have 3 minutes because I can't even tell this whole freaking what I've learned in 3 minutes, but I'm going to try to make it short. Somebody that we all know who's on TV almost every night in America. He's not Trump, but he's almost as famous, and he used to own a professional sports team. They're in Maui. They've been for over a week. His right-hand man is great friends, been for years with my store manager of my business, who's been with me for 15. And he's an ex-police officer also, and his father is an ex-Army Ranger. So anyway, they've been there for a week trying to hand out water. The police have been trying to stop them, but they got 20 security guards with them, and they've been bowling their way on and giving the water out. 2 days ago, he calls my manager and says, "You're not going to believe this shit. Craziest thing I've ever seen. We're here trying to help out the people, and we see 6 of those military type rafts you see, like, on TV with the 50 cals in the front. 6 of them come flying up to the docks, and they get out, and it's these monster dudes, special forces," he said, and they pretty much just take over the whole dock. They take over, the acting police officers are there, make them, their guns drawn, rifles drawn, like, put your guns down, make these officers put their guns down and take it over and tell all them cops that, they're arrested for treason to the country. These guys aren't acting on U.S. military. These are ex-military guys. He said he started talking to some of the guys. They're ex-Navy SEALs. They're Rangers. They got patches on, SEALs, Rangers, ex-Marines, stuff like that. He started talking to all of them to find out who they are, what they're there. Like, yo, we're U.S. citizens. We come here to help. These guys, this is treason to the country. We're here to help the local people. So the locals start telling them how they have all their food captive. Yeah, there's 2-3 containers a quarter mile up the road. They won't let us even get any of it. So they grab 6 guys. They go over there, 3 more officers, take them in control, get to the containers, and start giving out food and water. You don't hear about this on the news. Of course you're not going to hear about this on the news. This guy is there on the ground. He's calling us. He's like, you wouldn't believe what just happened a couple hours ago. He said, it is crazy. It's the craziest scene I've ever seen. I've been in war scenes. I've been, in war times, he said, but this island looks worse than anything I've ever seen. He said, the people are going mad. The people are about to cause and start a revolution. They are pissed. They are furious. He said, they don't know. No one's talking to them. No one's on the media. No one's letting this word get out. So just know this is the truth.
Folks, listen. Now, if anything is a PSYOP within a PSYOP, this is the PSYOP within the PSYOP within the PSYOP. I don't know what to tell you. Listen. If you believe anything that guy just said, then obviously you do not see the bigger picture yet. I understand that we live in America. We are a very proud country. A lot of us are very proud of our military. A lot of us have family in the military. A lot of us take that very seriously. As an American, we would like to believe that we have these badasses in our military that are here to protect and serve. They're here to protect our country. They're here to fight for us. As an American, you want nothing more than to believe that there's this rogue group of Marines out here fighting the good fight. They're out here taking down the bad people. They're fighting against the New World Order. They're taking out FEMA agents. They're arresting those responsible for blocking people from escaping the Lahaina fires. As an American, depending on what type of American you are, but as an American, you want to grasp onto that. You want to believe that. But I'm telling you right now, if you're still stuck in that mind state, you may want to go ahead and get out of it. Because that's not the reality of life. The reality is, if there was a group of Marines or military that went down to Lahaina, they're definitely not going down there to help the people. If anything, they're going down there to enforce the new rules and regulations. There is no firefights and skirmishes between FEMA and the military. If anything, they work directly together. If you think that the military is here to save you, if you think the U.S. military is here to protect you, I don't know what to tell you. But they can and they will be used against you. They will be weaponized against you. Yes, our own young men and women, your neighbors, your family, your friends, maybe some of them won't comply with the orders, but a lot of them will. So some things like this, you should be able to see it and immediately write it off. No one in our military is doing anything to stop any of this stuff from happening. In fact, they're all around the world enforcing this stuff. They're all around the world making sure that the NWO will rise to power. They're all around the world ensuring our failure. Okay? That's the reality. It sucks. And some of you are going to get pissed by me saying this. But you have to have a wake-up call eventually. You have to get up and smell the coffee. And if the coffee you're smelling makes you think that the military is here to protect you and they're going to bust in and take out all of these bad guys who are causing fires and taking over land, it's not going to happen. In fact, it will be the exact opposite. They'll be part of it. And they'll just be following orders, just like the officers who followed orders in Lahaina, and they stopped people from escaping the flames and told them, hey, you might want to turn around and drive into the fire. Okay? Get the delusions out of your head that someone's here to help you. None of these government agencies, including the military, none of them are here to help you. They're never going to help you. They're all part of this machine that is working overtime to take away your rights, your freedom, to ensure that your kids don't grow up in the same America that you grew up in. And it sickens me to my stomach, and it makes me sad seeing people spread this conspiracy online, because these people, they're so desperate for a hero. They're so desperate to think, there's someone out there doing the right thing. There's someone fighting the good fight. No. If you want to take a stand, you have to do so yourself. If you want to take a stand, you have to start opening your mouth and voicing your opinions online. I know a lot of people are like, I don't want to do social media. I don't want to do this. Listen, y'all have allowed these crazy psychopaths to take over the conversations. You've allowed them to have their voices heard while the silent majority sits back and they say nothing because they don't feel like dealing with it. And little do you know, our reality is being shaped. Our destiny, our future is being sent towards a certain direction because the majority of you all don't want to say anything. You just want to sit back and think that things are going to course correct. You want to sit back and think that the Marines are going to take a stand and they're going to fight against the land grabbers in Lahaina. The Marines are going to confiscate Oprah's tunnels and they're going to take over Bill Gates' land. None of this stuff is going to happen, folks. None of it. None of it. Not even remotely close. But now, unfortunately, we got all of these people talking about this bogus nonsense that's not even happening. For some reason, these weirdo dudes, they pop up online after one of these catastrophes and they just spread random stories that they pulled out of their ass. Like they'll just think of something sitting in their lazy boy chair and then they'll record a TikTok video of some very obviously fake information, and before you know it, people run wild with it. So right now, people are running wild with, there's these mercenaries, there's Marines, the U.S. military is stepping up. Yeah, our guys, we're out there, we're doing this. And the whole time, you're forgetting the fact that there's 2,000 kids missing from the public school system. Where's all the kids? Where are all these people? Don't focus on that fake nonsense. Focus on the real deal. So just be careful, folks. I'm telling you right now, a lot of you are going to choose to believe what you want. And the fact is, a lot of you want to believe what that guy just said. But I'm telling you right now, you are going in the wrong direction when you follow up with people like that. No one's here to save you. Definitely not the military. It's the exact opposite. Wake up. Save yourself. Start having conversations. Start talking to your neighbors. Start talking to your kids. Become more aware. And the more aware you become, the less likely you are to fall for some bogus BS like the clip we just saw. Because if you're truly in the know and you're truly following how things are going, you obviously know that there ain't no group of Marines showing up to protect or save anybody. Let me know your thoughts, though, down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next video.